It's going down. The Senate just sent Debbie Wasserman Schultz the worst news ever. The Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley just requested that copies of immigration files for the 6 Pakistani IT staffers, among them being Imran Awan. According to the Daily Caller, Grassley is looking to get more information about Imran Awan and his wife, along with the 2 brothers and close friends in the scandal. In light of the alleged illegal activity, the committee seeks to better understand Awan and his associates' immigration histories, Grassley said on August 4th. Lieutenant Colonel Schaefer already confirmed that their loyalties weren't with us. The Daily Caller has reported that the Pakistani IT staffers wired $283,000 from Congressional Federal Credit Union to 2 people in Pakistan. It's about time. Let's see what they're saying here now.
This is more like a Quentin Tarantino movie with everything except the GIMP, and I think the GIMP's still going to show up.
Good. I hate the GIMP.
Look, this is complex, and let me try to simplify it. Basically, Debbie Wasserman Schultz has employed 3 brothers who are of Pakistani origin at 3 times the salary of everybody else who does IT on Capitol Hill. And this all started years ago.
They must be really good at their job.
Well, apparently they failed at working at Best Buy and other places. So I guess if you fail at Best Buy, you get to be hired by the Hill.
Were they at Best Buy?
I can't remember which one. It was one of those outlets. Now, what happened, though, is that she's employed these folks, and over the past years, there's been real issues regarding the fact that every other Democrat person they worked for on the Hill fired them. But they were retained by her. Now, what is really key here to remember, Laura, it's not about hard drives. It's about the fact that these individuals, during the time they worked for her on Capitol Hill, in her position there as a member of Congress.
3 brothers, Pakistani origin, which is not in and of itself a bad thing at all.
Had massive access to all sorts of databases, to include email of other members of Congress, super user access to the system itself, and most importantly, the sensitive information being held by the House Foreign Affairs Committee and other committees that they had access to. What this all comes down to is like, okay, you can have all that, but what gets worse is she actually employs these folks apparently to do hideous things behind the scenes. There's evidence now that at least one of these brothers was helping her do the Bernie Sanders malevolent activities of trying to manipulate things against him. They actually helped her do things like voice change calls. They actually did all these other things, which
who are these characters?
And then
who are they? This is just
then there's evidence now that all this information they had access to dumped off into a 3rd database, which is now being called a breach. So that's why the Capitol Hill police rolled in saying there's something wrong here, and now the FBI has rolled in. And let me give you the big takeaway here. It looks like a foreign intelligence service may be the recipient of all this, and something called the Muslim Brotherhood. So,
whoa, the Muslim Brotherhood? They're going to really say it's a conspiracy theory
now. Conspiracy now, but that's where apparently all this has been going in law enforcement. That's why the FBI is now investigating beyond the
Well, these brothers have been kicking around Capitol Hill in various capacities for IT, but they essentially were blacklisted by most of the other Democrats, correct? But yet she gave them a home.
She gave them a home.
Interesting.
And they actually suspended most of their access in February of this year, and she kept them on anyway. So
she's just a very nice person. Apparently the jobs program over there at the DNC.
$300,000 being kicked over to Pakistan finally was the straw that broke the camel's back.
But his wife is gone. She's safely over there in Pakistan. Keep covering it for us. Lieutenant Colonel Schaefer, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And they're making light of it actually in this clip, but it is a very serious offense, and the only reason she was paying them is basically to keep them quiet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Debbie Wasserman should be under investigation also. This is it's taking actually too long. They should be investigating these people. That's who they should be investigating.